Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day one of our August 2024 release. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's brand new Gnome Dies medical add-ons. Their Scrub Life stamp set and outline dies that's new, our medical dies, our ticket book dies, our gnome dies. I'm also using Doodlebug's Candy Stripe and Sprinkles, their Dot Grid Daisy Stripe, their Gingham Linen in 6-inch petite prints. I'm also using Doodlebug's Happy Healing 6-inch pad and the matching odds and ends. There we go. And I'm using the P13 stamping pad skin tones for the skin tones. Now I put this little nurse together with her pill on the assembly video for that Gnome Dies medical add-ons, so check that out. So first I have a piece of Papertrink white cardstock cut at 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder. And now I'm adding a 1-inch strip of paper to the bottom of the inside of that card. That is from that Happy Healing 6-inch pad from Doodlebug. Now I'm going to take a little sticker strip from the 12-inch paper line, and I'm going to add that to the top of that 1-inch strip just for fun. There we go. And I'm going to trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors, and there we go. And now I'm going to add my little odds and ends. That's from the Happy Healing odds and ends from Doodlebug. So it's a little pill bottle, and it kind of goes with the theme of my card. And I'm going to add a couple of highlights with my Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10. And there we go. Super cute, right? And I'll rescore that. Now I'm going to add a piece of paper from that same pad, and that is 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card front. There we go. And I will stick that down, trying to line it up. Now all my die cutting today was done with my Anna Griffin Empress machine. And I'm loving that. Okay, so these are my ticket book dies. And what I did is I cut out the base or the shadow layer of the ticket. And then I cut it out like just, up until that scored line, that part where you could do the ticket on the bottom. And I cut that off. And then I cut out the bottom of the ticket or the top of the ticket again. And I'm just lining it up just to make it longer. Now I could have done that, lengthening of the die cut through the die cutting machine, but I just decided to do it the easy way. I did the exact same thing with the layer of the ticket book die. So I cut it out twice, and I'll line up that stitched ticket book in the frame. And then I'll use that bottom piece and I'll stretch it down. And there we go. And now I have a longer ticket for the front of my card. And the center will be covered up. You won't notice it at all. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on my card front, just sort of like in the middle of my card. And there we go. And just checking to make sure nothing hangs over. Next, I have this little sort of EKG situation. It's not perfect because, that's not exactly what an EKG looks like, but you get the gist. And that is from our medical dies. I cut it out of white Papertrink cardstock, and then I cut it out of Doodlebug's Gingham Linen on the gingham side. And I'm just lining them up. I just wanted it a little bit thicker because I'm going to be covering up that line where the papers intersect with that. Next, I cut out this little pill jar, and that is from the medical dies as well. And I cut that out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock here. I double up the lid, and then I cut it out of the Dot Grid Daisy Stripe paper in like that brown color, just because a lot of our pill bottles used to be that brown color, remember? So I was going with what it used to look like. Now I do layer up these layers with some Papertrink white cardstock because I'm going to be making a shaker card or a shaker pill bottle out of this. So that's what I was going for. Now I've got a little piece of acetate packaging, and I'm just going to add that to the window. And I'll be using some score tape for that. There we go. And there's my score tape. It's like 1/8 of an inch score tape. I like that you can just tear it, right? And I don't like to deal with the glue when it comes to acetate because it just makes a mess. It squishes all over the place, right? So now I'm peeling off the release paper for that score tape, and then I will add my piece of acetate. There we go. And there you have it. And that's what it's going to look like. I kind of wanted a contrast between the back and the front of the little pill jar. Now I'm using these foam strips. I believe these ones are actually from Doris, but a lot of companies sell them now. So, you can find them anywhere. It just makes making a shaker really easy. And I'm just going to line up that foam tape all around that little window. There we go. And I'll be using Doodlebug's shakers. They're little clay pieces to fill this jar up, so I don't have to worry about really tiny little things slipping out, but, like beads or something. These are just, like I said, these are quite large, these shaker bits from Doodlebug. So I'm just trimming off all of those foam pieces. And there are my shaker bits. These are called Pill Better. So I'm going to be adding a few pills to the inside of this card to kind of go with my pill theme. Decided I'm going to go for one of each color, but 2 of the red. There we go. And then I'm also going to use the Get Well Soon shakers. And I'm just going to pull out a few little hearts, like a few little pink hearts for it. And I'll add that back. There we go. And I'm going to sort of move them all into the center. I'm going to peel off the backing to all of these foam strips, and then I will add it to my pill bottle. You just gotta love a shaker card, right? They're just so much fun. So just peeling off all the backing. There we go. And I will line it up on my little pill bottle. There we go. And then I'm going to add my little jar lid. And I'm just going to add a piece of foam tape to that, just so everything's pretty level. And, then I'll have a really cute little pill jar. And like I said, you can watch me put together the little nurse gnome with their pill on the Gnome Dies Medical Add-ons assembly video. So there we go. Super cute, right? Making sure they're not sticking. And there we go. That's the requirement when you're making a shaker card. You got to play with the little shaker bits. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding on my little EKG strip, just figuring out where my little nurse is going to be on my card. And I'm going to glue that down to separate those, to cover up where the seam is on those 2 papers. And then no one will know but you and me, right? So I'm just lining that up as good as I can. There we go. And I do weight it down with an acrylic block just so it sticks well. And then I will cut off that overhang with a pair of scissors. There. And now I'm figuring out what the rest of my card's going to look like. So I'm going to have this pill bottle with a little nurse sitting on top. And I'm going to figure out where that little Happy Pills for You sentiment is going to end up. That is from the new Scrub Life stamp set and outline dies from Jaded Blossom. So first I'm going to stick down my little pill bottle in the center with some ATG tape. There we go. Trying to line things up. There we have it. And I'm using thicker foam squares for my little nurse gnome. Just because the pill bottle is so thick, I want it to be able to sit level. You're going to have to use extra postage on this bad boy. There we go. So I'm pulling off the release paper to these foam squares. I believe these are from Scrapbook Adhesives. There we go. Oops. And I'm going to add a little bit of ATG tape to the bottom. And we'll just add some to his little feet as well. And we'll have him perched on this pill bottle. Isn't he cute? Now, obviously, a boy nurse doesn't wear one of these nursing hats. Nurses don't wear these hats anymore. Really, it's like a retro kind of looking thing. And then we're adding the little pills, or the little pill. And isn't that cute? I just think that's adorable. Now, I pulled out the Build-A-Booth alphabet die set, and I cut out the For You out of white paper tray cardstock, and then again out of that red gingham linen cardstock from Doodlebug, layering them up. And then I'm going to be adding those to the pill bottle. There we go. And I'm going to add the Happy Pills for You on the inside. So there we have it. I'll overlap that pill bottle a bit. So Happy Pills for You. And then we will add the 2 little letters For You to the front. Isn't that cute? And there you have it. He's just adorable, right? There we go. I weighed it down for a bit. Next, I'm using these shape sprinkles called Heart Attack from Doodlebug. I'm just using my pen blade to pick them up. And I'm going to add a few of these to the front of my card, trying to decide what color to use. I do end up going with the red, just for fun. And, you know, as always, I kind of go in visual 3s and triangles and all those things. And, you know, odd numbers, because they're your friend. Just makes things look a little bit better. And there we go. So super cute, right? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, Be Inspired by the Team, the Jaded Blossom store to get the Gotta Have It Now if you'd like to, or you can wait until everything's released a la carte a little later in the week. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everybody.